Garden tour, September 13th, 2022. Garden's looking pretty good. I've already done the harvest and a bunch of pruning and maintenance for this week. Here we go with my newest bed of Swiss chard and lettuce, coming along nicely. I think we'll be getting something off these before winter. Oh yeah, there's some scallions down here as well. Here is what will be a bed of kale. I seeded some kale. You can see that's kale right there. Hopefully we get some of that before winter. Here's the romaine bed, looking pretty sickly and sad. Probably won't get much more off of that this year. I may sow a cover crop in that next week. Here's my original chard, still producing. Some sickly looking little radishes that I planted alongside of them. Here is what should be a pumpkin row. Almost none of my pumpkins took. I had one jack-o'-lantern, I had a couple of Jack B. Littles, but I pulled them all out. I've got a couple. I did end up sticking a carnival squash plant down here. Those are still going okay. A couple carnival squashes over here. I might get 1 or 2 spaghetti squashes. Now this obviously was not the ideal spot for squash. It gets shaded in the evening, but it was the last couple rows I had, so I stuck them in there. Now the peppers are starting to show their things. We've got some peppers coming along in here. Those are Oronos. Those are an orange sweet pepper. Oh, what else have we got here? Looks like we might get some of the purple beauties. Yeah, better late than never. Better late than never, peppers. There's a King Crimson right there. Am I even looking at it? Yep, there we go. Then on the other side, we've got what will be our second Carmen sweet pepper right there. That looks yummy. Over here, we still got the yellow zucchini doing okay. Looks like the eggplant might try to blossom. I don't know if it's going to amount to much though. Might be a little late for that. Still got a couple summer squashes going here. These didn't do so hot this year either. Been battling squash bugs, obviously. These beans are still producing, even though they're getting a little old. Luckily, I have another planting that'll be ready here in the next week or so. Already picked all the tomatoes, so you're not seeing much color there. There's the tomato tunnel shot. Got our okra plants, a couple there, a couple there. Let's see, here we've got what once was our wild dill bed. Now we've got some lettuce in there. That's coming along nicely. That should be ready before long. I believe that is black seeded Simpson, or maybe Butter Crunch, maybe a combination of the two. There's the parsley, some oregano, basil's wild. I finally ripped out that big caged cherry, the volunteer cherry tomato plant. The cage tipped over. I just ripped that out. We've got one that hasn't toppled over yet, so we'll leave that. Believe it or not, the beets are still producing. Carrots are almost gone. I just planted some peas underneath that trellis. Hopefully we get a few of those before winter. Here's the 2 biggest okra plants. That is a beautiful flower on that thing. Pretty cool. Yeah, so here's the next planting of beans. Looks like we'll have beans because I see blossoms. Some big leeks that'll start coming out next week. Here's another planting of carrots. Got spotty germination, but we'll see how those turn out. Still got some red acre purple cabbage coming along. I'll probably be planting a cover crop in this bed here next week too. Here's the second planting of beets in what once was the green cabbage bed. I think I might get something out of that before winter. Oh, what else have we got here? I planted a cover crop mixture of oats and field peas where I could in these beds a couple weeks ago. You can see that starting to come up now. There's the last remnants of a couple of cantaloupe plants. There were cantaloupe over here, but all that fruit has matured. The plants died. I've just pulled that out. Here's my stevia. Yeah, you can see the oats and the field peas starting to do their thing. Still got these old cucumber plants, which are amazingly enough still giving me some cucumbers. I'll take it. And we got flowers. Sunflowers. Let's see if I can pick up one of these. Yeah, those are beautiful. The zinnias. Got these big, beautiful. What are these? These are African marigolds I stuck down here. Then we've got zinnias, of course. Row and row of zinnias. These things just keep on ticking. Beautiful though. Got our various assortment of sunflowers still going. Just thin that out. There's a lot of dead foliage down below, so I cleaned that out. Bees are still loving it. Well, anyways, that gives you a pretty good gist of what's going on in the garden right now. That's about it. The marigolds, beautiful. See if we can get a better shot of that. So, that's the story for today. Happy growing. See you next time.